Welcome to Intercore Gaming, and if you're returning, welcome back to Intercore Gaming. So, Automation Imperium. Uh, I started playing, and I was doing my own thing, which is what I always do, and I was making things work. They were working. I had built up uh, a good bit of money and research points both, and everything was working. But I could tell by watching it, it was very inefficient. And so I began to watch other YouTubers. Because when it comes to things like this, design, once you get something that works, you don't, it's hard for me to just throw it away. I want to modify it and make it better, tweak it and stuff. But after getting some other design ideas, I realize now, as I go back and look, that my designs that I had were fundamentally wrong, even though they were working. So I hate to say that they were fundamentally wrong. They were correct but inefficient. Correct but inefficient. So as I began to watch YouTubers, other people that play the game as well, I began to see how they were doing things, and so I've taken a little bit from each of them. And so first of all, we'll go back in here and we'll look at what's here. So over here is what I called a loading station. Now, it works. It actually works really well, as long as you can supply it some stuff. Yeah, here we go. A little bit more. Yeah, it's definitely not the loading station's problem. What's going on? Uh-huh. Why has our refinery stopped? Okay, let's see. I was messing with it just a minute ago. Let's put this back in. And turn that on. Okay. That should go back to producing double. Okay, so loading station, it works, but the problem is with it is that each of these, which are a crate makers cost $1,600 a month. $1,600 a month. 1,600. That's 32, 48, 96. Ooh, that's 20,000 a month just for these crate makers. Okay, so there are other ways to do this, right? One of the easiest things to do would be put it inside a factory, and then we can run these things, which are only we can yeah, that's what we can do. We can do it through refiners. Right. Okay, so then this, one of my underutilized things was a transfer claw. And so I saw a guy who used to design similar to this, using the transfer clause to just take it off the, to put a line in, use the clause to take it off, use the clause to put it back on, and you move your product. And it actually works pretty well. I mean, again, it functions, it works, but it's not terribly efficient. Or it is, but it's limited, right? Because, see, no matter what, this crate maker, which is now cheap, right? I mean, look at all the refineries that we're running from one crate maker. So it's very money efficient monthly, right? But the problem is that this only makes one crate every 3 seconds. So no matter how many refiners you have, doesn't matter how many refineries you have down through there, you're only going to make one crate every 3 seconds. That means in order to fill up one car, which carries 4 crates, is going to take 11 seconds, 12 seconds, right? Yeah, 12 seconds. You need 4, so it takes 12 seconds. 12 seconds to make one carload. And this can only make one every 3 seconds. So you're limited in your time. The time is limited. One every 3 seconds is all it can make. It doesn't matter how many refineries you have. So it's not really scalable. I was thinking that this would be scalable. You put a whole bunch more down through here and you could make a very large production. But the problem is it's not scalable in that way. So you should be able to come to a certain number, because probably, I mean, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 of these. We don't know how long it takes them, do we? To do this particular one, it takes one every 10 seconds. One every 10 seconds. And this is producing one every 3 seconds. So this will produce enough for 3 of them, right? Because it'll make 3 in 9 seconds, and this, I think, we'd have to experiment, but I believe you could build this refinery. This whole thing could be built with just 3 refiners. 3 refiners would keep, I believe, the same 1 per 3 seconds filled. So this is not working either. It's not scalable. It's not what I want. This is too expensive and not what I want. This apparently works just fine. The research is working great. Okay, so what we now know is this has got to go. It's got to go. This is not going to be good enough. Oh, I need that. Oh look, we're already done with that, so I need this. And 25, but we have not done 4,000. We have not moved 4,000 yet. 31, we're at 31. We're at 31. Gosh, we've got these things moving. Spent a lot of money there, or a lot of research points there. Okay, interesting. Don't know that we needed to do all that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear it all down. I'm going to take this factory out. I'm going to take this factory out. Probably had to take out a lot of the rail, a lot of the mining cart rails will have to go. And we'll build something new. Okay. All right. Well, there's no sense in you watching me do all that. So I'm going to pause the video right there. And when I come back, we'll show you the changes that I've made, and we'll go over it, and then that'll be the end of the video. So just hang tight. I will be back in just a minute. Okay, and we're back. And we're back. Yeah, we're back. Okay, and we just left. There was a refinery here, we got rid of it. There was a bigger refinery here, we got rid of it. There was a loading area here, we got rid of it. We changed over to a loading area here. And we have changed what the refinery looks like. I wasn't happy with the design. It wasn't really scalable. This is the new design that I've come up with. This factory is as wide as it'll let me make it. So I guess that's as big as it'll be. And you notice that this is an odd number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now each one of these will handle 1. So here's 4. But I only have 3 refiners for those 4 wells. So I expect a lot of backup, a lot of train right around full, because this is just not using up as much as these are producing. I'd love to have one more. Too bad they couldn't make the factory just a little bit larger so I could have one more, get one more in there. But it won't. This is as far to the left as it can go. And so I'm like, one space. You know, it just needs just one more to get an even number in there. Oh well, that's what the game is. See, like this one is, there's 5 wells here, but these 2, there's 6 of these connected to these 5 wells. So it's keeping up. This one is falling behind. But that little bit of fall behind won't be that big a deal. But let's see. Do you want to see what this is? So basically you input your resource. It's held in reserve here. You have 1 crate maker that's serving 3 refiners. And we are using these, what are these things called? Transfer claw. The transfer claw, we're using them like, basically like a splitter. And that's kind of the way I see them from Factorio. In Factorio, you put a splitter and you had 1 rail and it would equally separate it into another one, which you could do. This one's actually a 3-way. I'm using it as a 3-way splitter, right? And I guess you could even do 4-way and 5-way splitters, really, if you really wanted to. But this is a 3-way splitter. So this one skips every 2, and this one skips 1. So 1 comes through here. Let's see, let's get it down to where we are. Okay, so here we go. Here comes one. It's being skipped by that one. It's being skipped by that one. It goes in here. The next one, this is the second one. It's grabbed by that one. This one has skipped. This one has skipped one. It's now grabbed. So that one just skipped one. Now it skipped the second one. Now it will grab this next one. Right? This one has skipped one. And as soon as it can get one, it'll grab one. And then it'll let one skip. There it goes. Skipping that one. Now it'll grab the next one, but the next one gets grabbed. So it's still waiting. And here's the next one. Grabs it. So what you get is a three-way split. So this thing makes one every 3 seconds. So every 9 seconds the refinery gets one, which is fine because it can use one every 11 seconds apparently. But somehow it works out, even though it's getting one 2 seconds early. But apparently it's keeping up. So this is making one every 3 seconds, but apparently it's watch it hesitate, stop, and it starts again. So anyway, these are, as far as I can tell, this is the best production you can get out of one crate maker with 3 refineries. One refinery does one rig, oil rig, mining rig. So these 6 refineries should have no problem processing the ore mined by these 5 miners, and they will spit it out. Now the reason I've done it this way is I'm getting ready for my truck loader, my claw loader. This thing right here, this claw train truck loader, that's what's going to take over. I'm going to get rid of all my robots. See how inefficient? The robots are so inefficient. They all are going to this one. And then when that one's full, then they all go to another one. And then when that one's full, then they turn around and they all go back. So these guys just came past that empty truck to go over there. Be a lot better if they were a little bit smarter, you know, and say, once this robot gets a call from this spot, then it goes, picks up the thing, and brings it to that spot. And it's just a call. And once that call's done, then it gets its next call. And it would be spot specific, you know. This is kind of like, look at them all going to the same spot. Look at them. They're all going to go to the same place. All of these guys are all taking off for the same spot. Oh, now I got to adjust. Hope that's full. Do this. So they're not very... So we'll work toward this as fast as we can. This, I looked at our production. We were at 4380. No, I believe that's gone up. 3,300. Is that all we needed? I believe that's gone up. I was looking and thinking that it had. Oh yeah, that's all we needed. Okay, excellent. So we can unlock this, and now we get claw trains, truck loaders. That's awesome. Okay, and we can go here. We can do this. We can turn them around like that. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Now, can each one of these support one truck? So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could put a 9th one back there. I'm not too sure they can't do 2 trucks. Can it handle 2 trucks? Right now we've only got 1, 2, 3 running. With 3, we need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're each going to have to handle 2 No, that's too complicated. It messes up what I wanted to do. So what I'm going to do is, obviously, we're going to have to ramp up pretty hard. And as you can see, this this is now in the way. It's in the way of a bunch of things going back and forth across this way. Everything was going across back and forth this way, and it was fine. But now that we've changed orientation and everything is going to be coming in here, coming from this way, all of it, so this is going to be in the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to collect what we can out of it. And then we're going to demolish it all. It's all empty. Okay. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. This is a radical change. It's a new design of the refinery. I think this one's going to stay for a while, at least until I can figure out something even better. But we're down to the bare bones here. The input may change, the output may change, who knows? So we're using these as splitter, and then we're using them as a combiner, putting it all back in. So this just, whatever gets to the end, puts it back on here and it takes off. So yeah, that's all we can do for now. We've got the claws now, so we can go in here and we'll put doors all over the top here for the claw train tracks to go in and out. Yep. And we will get our claw train fixed up for each one of these. That's what I want to do. I want to have one of these going to this one, one of these going to this one, one of these going here, one of these going here. This one goes there, this one goes here, right? That one would go there, that one would go there. I may even put that in. Get rid of all these. But we're going to have to add more resources. So we're going to have to add these. That's 5. So it'll take these 2. And here is 6 gold. We take that 6 gold and put it into these 2. And then we can take these 4 coal and put them into these 2. Iron. Yeah. That's what we'll do. We'll put this, this, and this all into the factory. Put it all up into here. That should give us plenty of resources to load up all 8 trucks. That's actually more than we need, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one really just doesn't serve a purpose. Got 5 here that are already tracked. We'll bring them into here. So we'll bring these 5 to here. Bring these 5 to here, and bring the 6 gold to the middle. That's what we'll do. Okay, so that's what we'll do. We'll bring these 5 to this set, the gold to this set and the 5 that are over here to this set. Then we'll have all of them hooked up. We'll build train claws to each of the loading stations. We'll get rid of our robots. We will demolish the research area and rebuild it down here somewhere, going this direction instead. You know, it's so long, I might ought to fold it. Could fold it around, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could put it, it'd be wider. I don't know, I have to think about that. And we still have some more of this. So we'll have to work toward opening freight trains, because then we can leave that loading station over there working, and we can build a new place and put all of this other into a freight train. And then eventually I guess we'll have to build us a rocket area. Okay, well, I think that's enough for now. This is definitely, I feel like this is, we still ended up, our loading station had what, 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we had 12 in our loaded station, and then we had 2 more, 14, and then 2 more, and that one was 16. So we had 16 crate makers, and now we're down to 9. So that should be an improvement in the monthly money. This is for the same, basically the same resources, basically the same place we are. We're actually moving a little bit more, but not a whole lot more, less than 1,000 kilograms more. So pretty much close to the same weight as before. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I like the way things are going. I've enjoyed this. Hope you have. If you did, please give it a like, and any comment, please feel free to leave those. I do read the comments. And if you like the way it went today and how we're doing these things, let me know. And consider subscribing to the channel. Click the notification bell to get notified of new content. There will be more Automation Imperium videos. It's kind of the game that's got me all wrapped up in my head at the moment. So there will be more of these coming. As always, I encourage you to find a place of worship where you feel welcome and comfortable. I encourage you to attend it regularly with an open heart and an open mind. And I believe that you will find that to be both rewarding and fulfilling. Thanks. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, see ya.